Alright guys, I am actually back. This is Gwin here. I have an Antec case behind me. We're going to talk a little bit about this. Antec, we're actually giving one of these cases away on the stream. I actually have no idea how to do that. Producers, that is your job. Make sure people know what's up with that. But I do want to talk a little bit about the case. So Antec sent this to me, and I'm going to scoot back here if I can. Move some things around. So I can scoot my chair back, excuse me. Move my can I even do this? Is there enough space in the studio next to this table that I had to cram in here? Right, so I want to talk a few things about this case. First off, it's really quiet. I don't know how many of you built computers, got noisy fans in there, all kinds of stuff going on. This case actually has like acoustic padding on the inside of the wall, so tries to keep it as quiet as possible. That's kind of a cool feature. It's also completely toolless in operation. So I pulled that side panel off earlier. No screwdrivers required. I'm going to pull off this back panel as well, as you guys can see on the stream there. So there's a couple other things I do want to mention about this case that are pretty cool. So I'm going to drop that off. First that you might see is that there's a hole here, right? And this hole is actually there, more acoustic padding on the inside. The hole is there specifically to allow you to access the back of your motherboard. More specifically, that's the place where your CPU cooler is going to be. So you can put on a new CPU cooler without having to take the motherboard out of the case. Pretty creative, guys. Pretty good. Additionally, hard drives are all on these, toolless mounts. So the hard drive gets here. If you can see this, I'll hold it up to the camera there for a second. These are actually like rubber gaskets. So the hard drive is screwed on via rubber gaskets. See the little mounting holes for those normal, I guess the 2.5-inch SSDs instead of the 3.5-inch bigger drives. So you put that hard drive in there, and then that reduces the vibration of the hard drive as well. So kind of cool there. You've got a lot of space for hard drives. You can put a whole ton in. All the cables coming from the front panel. Some other cool features, the air intakes. Power supply is mounted on the bottom here. I know you guys can't quite see the bottom of the case. The power supply is bottom mount. The intakes all have like a removable screen that you can pull out. So you can just pop that out, vacuum it off, put it back in. Keep your computer much cleaner on the inside than you might otherwise be able to. The case comes with some fans. We've got these 120mm fans, 3 of them to be exact, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom there. And again, you've got, sort of the top-mounted motherboard, bottom-mounted power supply. To talk about a couple of the other things going on here, there are sort of, there's space. And the reason this case might be a little bit thicker than some others, I'm going to turn it around so maybe you guys can see. It might be a little bit difficult too. There are these, case door falling over. There are these slits here that lead to the compartment behind the motherboard. You can actually run all of your cabling to your hard drive bay, which is right here. You just like from the motherboard down through one of these slits, just straight there. And also additionally to your power supply, you can run all the power through those slits as well. So you don't actually have to have sort of exposed wires in your case. You keep it all on the lockdown. Take a look at some of the front features on the case. Turn it around. You guys can see it there. The front of this case, you've got your USB 3.0 ports, your USB 2.0 ports, headphone, microphone jack, and then the front, of course, opens. Once again, you have this removable screen that you can vacuum off. There's space for some fans there. And again, an acoustically padded front door to keep it all as quiet as possible. As quiet as possible is kind of the name of the game here with this case. Quiet and a lot of cooling performance as well, because we know, of course, gamers like to do things like my system, of course, is overclocked and all that good stuff. If you take a look as well at the back here, you do have the rubberized holes here, so you can put your water cooling tubes through that should you have a water cooling system that requires those tubes exit the case. So a lot of really well sort of thought out just additions to the case. Additionally, I want to talk, there's actually a fan controller built in, so you can control the speed of the fans with the little switches on the back there. It's actually pretty cool. Bam. I'm gonna put them all on high. Need lots of cooling. They're all on high. That's all I got to say about that. So guys, if you're looking for a computer case, definitely check out what Antec does. Remember as well, they are supporting the SPGL, and you got to support the companies that support esports. I think that's the big important thing there, is that we all make an effort to sort of try and support those companies. So if you are looking for a new computer case, you're building something up, just be like, well, I guess I'll go Antec this time. So check out them out. Of course, they make fans as well, so you can of course check their fans out. In this case, of course, you can mount 180, or I'm sorry, not 180, 120 millimeter fans right here by the hard drive bay as well. And then there's blowers and things like that you can put in those PCI slots. So a lot of cooling potentially for this case. So definitely check it on out if you haven't already. The two top mounted blow up. This one blows out. Of course, you can have two pulling air in as well. And it's all done with relative soundproofness. So once again, support the companies and support esports. Go ahead and tweet at Antec. You know, find them on Twitter, find them on Facebook. Be like, guys, thank you so much for supporting the SPGL. We saw one of the demos of your cases. To let you guys know which case this is the P280, Antec P280. So definitely check out the Antec P280. Tell them you saw this on the stream. Be like, Gwin did the most awesome product demo I've ever seen. Because of course I did. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. The optical drives, same deal. These guys are toolless. Optical drives just slide in. Easy peasy from the front. Cables all kept together. Overall, well-designed case. I do want to point out as well, big rubber feet. Once again, keeping down that vibration, keeping down the noise. With that, guys, we're